Okay. Hello. Um, that that voice crack. So I was like, you know what, whatever. Let's do a reaction. I don't usually do reactions that often, and I'm not a big fan of doing reactions. So whatever. Um, honestly, I just felt like making something. Just kind of show back. Yeah, we received what you're saying. So, thank you for a lot of those memories. Just it's like Nogla and all of them. Me and my friends started watching about Black Ops 2 era. So I think that was like what 20, 2012, 2011, about that time. We'd all go home from school, typically bunk at my place for the day. Um, just chill out, watch some videos, have a nice time. And one of them that we happened to find was Dahe de Nogla. So, yeah, it was good. I'm honestly curious what he's gonna say. Wondering.
Hey guys, it's Dai here, and welcome to today's video, which marks 10 years I've had this YouTube channel. And I want to use this video as a thank you to all of the people that have helped me get to where I am today. And
Okay.
I'm going to start off with you, the viewer, right?
Makes sense. I mean, because without. Okay. I know that this sounds very cheesy, but without the people that has the following, he's out of a job. So I can honestly understand why he says this first. I mean, it's just how it is. I can't really explain it. One, I'm not at that point where I can confident say this, but yeah.
Every view counts. Behind every view is a viewer, and every viewer is a person with a story and a life. And you make a decision to click on a video or not, and then you make a decision to continue watching the video or not, and then you make a decision: do I want to watch more? Do I want to subscribe? And everybody that has made that decision to use their time, which is valuable, on watching my videos, thank you. Right? Plain and simple.
Because most of us either look up to you or just truly enjoys your content, and we enjoy that you're just being you and not just some persona, not some mask. So yeah, this is why most of us like to watch you.
If you didn't exist, I wouldn't exist. And I've overlooked it in the past, thinking, I'm the main man, I'm running the show. But the more I've put an effort in understanding the way people live and behave and what they like and dislike, the more I've considered people outside of me in my work, the more successful I've noticed I've become. At least this is a recent lesson, right? If I'm being honest. So thank you very much. Thank you. Right. Next up, first people to get me into Unity gamings is my mom and dad. They bought me the gaming, consoles, handheld, whatever it may be, N64, Game Boy Color, all that stuff. They spent their money to give something good to their children. Thank you.
What he's saying right there, I can say exactly the same with my family. Even though I don't have a dad, fuck him. But my mom got me into a lot of this stuff, and I do remember that we did originally have a Nintendo 64, Atari, Sega Genesis. I think also Super Nintendo. Yeah, Super Nintendo, and also a Game Boy. Yeah, just a Game Boy. Did not have the Game Boy Color or Advance, but But yeah, that got me into gaming really, really young and quickly. So I knew a lot, even though even though I am younger than Nogla or a lot of people. But it's something I truly loved, and I wish that no one would have stolen it, because I would still be playing them today. But yeah, anyone that starts out like this, you should always thank your parents, because they're most likely the ones to always either help you pay for stuff. I'm not saying like YouTube or anything, just they usually help pay for stuff, or they help your dream. They help you in some sort of way. So it's very touching when your own family does care about what you do. And you can also show them people you respect and look up to. They'll try to help you achieve to that goal as well. So.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, and thank you, Dad, for buying all the gaming stuff and the internet that I started my YouTube channel on. You know what I mean? Gotta have to upload from somewhere. It was 0.03 upload speed. Oh my gosh, 10 years ago. You can believe that?
It's very clean.
Dude, it was brutal. No live streaming on that. And my mom, I was very obsessed with YouTube in the beginning. My mom, if it wasn't for her, probably would have starved to death. Just evaporated into nothing. I would merely game and then edit and not eat. So my mom, thank you for bringing hot meals, or else I would have starved. Thank you to my brothers that I played games with. The more I thought about this, and kind of the more I feel like it's bigger than it seems on the surface. My brothers, I have a few brothers. I played video games with them and against them. They got a little heated at times, and it's almost like the first gaming group I had. I mean,
instead of siblings with me, it was my friends and my family. Cause see, I'm very close with the people I talk to a lot. So before everyone started moving to all over the damn state and country, we would always just kind of like go in, have our rivalry. Of course, would be mean and rude to each other. I mean, shit. We just do a little bit of everything. It's just say fuck you. Man, I'm honestly glad that I still know these people to this day. It's like and most people, except for that one where I did have a breakdown, but that context. Long story short, person was being a massive dick to me for long periods of time, just being an absolute douchebag, spreading shit. So I had to cut them out. So, but yeah, I honestly feel what Nogla's feeling. And if you're wondering why I keep pausing and doing this, because I don't want to just be one of those react channels. It's like, the entire fucking time. Or either that or they repeat the same exact shit. Like, I have family too! Those irritate me so much.
In a gaming group now, you guys know them. You may have heard of them. But the first gaming group I had were my brothers. So I'm extremely grateful. Extremely, extremely grateful. Next up, obviously, is the group. The group I play with. Since I mentioned them, let's move on, right? All the lines, you know who they are. I don't believe I would have been nearly successful without them, so I am self-aware about that. You know, Venice Major, right? I'm joking. But definitely, I think, the best group I could have ever been in. I could have maybe been in a different group, right? If this group that I'm in now never existed. But I don't think it would have been as good. And we are very, colorful, diverse personalities, characters, opinions, a little hot-headed, You know what I mean? A bit of too much testosterone going around in the chat. Sometimes we butted heads, seen things a little differently, you know. But for a group to last as long as our group has, and still improving and, you know, putting out top tier content, I believe, and only improving, hopefully.
You definitely are, because definitely are improving and do bring top tier content. I can 100% confirm that because I'm still watching them to this day. I mean, why not, right? Just why not? Except for Mini Lad. I don't feel like going into that, but if you know, you know.
Is really surprising. Is really surprising. Especially in gaming, very surprising. You know, you've gaming groups that have moved off into different kind of avenues, not gaming anymore. So to be strictly gaming, I think we're definitely one of a kind. Not to be too egotistical. Next up, have to thank the editors. I've had a lot of editors throughout the years. I know how it feels because obviously I edited for a long time. I know it's time consuming and it can be tough and stressful, and I try and treat my editors as good as possible, you know, and give them the best so I get the best out of them, you know, that kind of thing. But they really do help to improve the quality of the content on my channel. I used to be called the unedited Nogla videos. It was a big meme. Now look at me. Look at me now. Haha. Use that meme now, bitch. I'm joking.
I'm pretty sure it'll forever be used.
Only because it's true. But the editors I have now are top class. I appreciate them massively, and I couldn't ask for better. Thank you. Thank you. Next up, thumbnail artists. I've had a lot throughout the years. I've appreciated all of them. They've helped me improve my work, my craft, you know, the packaging on the product. And the one I have now, I'm happy as can be, as a pig in mud. They are just so reliable, consistent, and they're very flexible and try their hardest and improve as time goes on. Like from how I've had from the first thumbnail to now, they're always improving, and they have such good creative imagination for when I just literally, I'll send them a few sentences. Like that's what I send them. I don't even send them a sketch most of the time. I'm like, here's a little paragraph. Now make something amazing, and they just do. And so thank you very much, thumbnail artist. Next up.
Honestly, I can somewhat understand this. So so besides, it's obvious that he's very grateful, but I also think that he's saying, because him and his editors are actually friends or close, because sometimes when you work together, you even if it's your boss, so these small businesses, you'll create a bond. You truly will create a bond. I know this sounds stupid, but YouTube is also a business. Each channel is an individual business. So you know, then there's that massive chemistry. So now all they has to do is just, and it's, you know, just say like, hey, this video has this, this, and this, and one of the funniest part is this. And he decides to let them have creative freedom, which is very important in many ways. Many ways. And it's obvious that not just he, but his editors, thumbnail artists, just his entire team truly cares about this and is proud of this product. And when you have everyone happy and proud of themselves, it gets even better. So it's constantly getting better and better and better and better. Or now, not necessarily, you know, more money better, but just that quality, that uniqueness, that authenticity. That, you know, it just makes everything better.
Have to thank, you know, thank the old family. Have to thank the new family. Geez, 10 years ago I was a 19-year-old boy. I was a boy. I wasn't even a man. I was a boy.
I mean, I'm kind of 19 now. I turned 19 about a little over 2 weeks ago. So, yeah. Fuck. Fuck, I started watching very young. Note, I did not have internet until I was about 9-ish. 9 to 10. So, yeah.
I didn't get into college. I finished my high school, whatever you want to call it, my finals. In Ireland, we call them a leaving cert, secondary school. I finished that, didn't get into college. Didn't actually, that's it. I just didn't get enough points for what I applied to. And so I sat at home thinking, what am I going to do in my life? I decided to do YouTube. What a great successful failure I was. And I guess success, yeah, that's a good little string of words, successful failure. But 19 is a boy, really, a skinny little boy. Now I'm a little chubby 29-year-old boomer with his own family, fiance, a child, and really I've been having my own family has motivated me in ways that I can't. You wouldn't know until you're there. It's really like I knew I always wanted a family. I love family. Family means everything to me. I gotta live, breathe, and die for family. You know, that's it. I'd kill. I'd do whatever has to happen. Whatever needs to be done at the time, I'll do it for family. And so, having my own family is like, it's hard to put into words, but it's. I used to struggle getting out of bed. I don't know more. I don't know more. You could cut my leg off and I'll get up in the morning. I'll fucking hop out. So
I'm quite the opposite. I've always had a hard time sleeping. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. I don't wake up for shit. So sometimes I could literally go to bed at 8 p.m., wake up at 2 in the afternoon. I just don't get up. Not even if there's food right in front of my face. You think that's because I'm fat, I'd usually get up for food immediately, but no.
family is a huge motivator for me, and a big reason why I'm pushing myself hard each day to do the best and provide the best for them, provide the best for ye, everyone watching. So thank you. Last but not least, I want to thank the person who was there before everyone else, and the person who will be there after everyone. I guess, who knows? Hopefully they'll all be with me. But God, thank you, God. I wouldn't be here without you. I truly believe in God ever since I can remember. Ever since I had a memory, I knew I believed in God. It's just been embedded in me. I don't know why. It's just a part of me. And I truly believe in God. I go to God for as much as I can go to God for, within my human frailty, you know. And God, I truly believe God made this happen. Everybody's helped put the pieces together. I'm just, I'm a piece like anybody else. I'm a piece in the big puzzle of life, and I'm really grateful about the part that I can play. I'm just happy this is my part. And I want to always be able to give, because I've been given so much. So and that's what it's all about, right? So yeah, thank you, God, very much. You don't need to be told in a YouTube video, though. God knows. God knows
True.
what is seen and unseen. So that's what matters. And yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you very much. I don't want to forget anybody. Am I forgetting anybody? No, my manager. I've had a manager for quite a while. They handle a lot of the behind the scenes stuff and help bring in, extra money through deals and whatnot. And I may be spending money on Pokemon packs and stuff like that, but I try and be, I try and make the money back and that too. Well,
Hold the cap. Hold the cap. If you do anything card related, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, Even Magic. Yeah, no, it's gonna cost you a lot. You rarely are making even if you get the money cards, you're most likely not gonna sell it, so you're not truly getting that money back. But yeah, I can understand. I can understand all, especially now because he has a lot of more responsibilities. Just as he said earlier, he has a family, new family.
I try to use my money as wisely as possible, and I try to, it goes to good places. Trust me. I don't air my good deeds out there or my dirty laundry or any of that stuff. You guys are here for fun videos, enjoyable times, and a break from reality. And kind of that's like sometimes that's how my job is. I love playing games with the guys and just switching off and just having fun. And it's humans, we need that. We need that. Our brains go fast, and sometimes we need a break from that. And YouTube videos, creating them and watching them. I watch YouTube videos. I'm like you, I know how it feels to be the viewer. I'm still a viewer, but I'm a content creator too. So I'm grateful to everyone, from the little help to the big help to the people that helped me on day one when I had no clue what I was doing. And they were mentors to me. I know who you are. You know who you are. Thank you. And the people who are helping me today, no more than me. I'm the stupidest person in the room. And then sometimes you can be like, oh, I don't want to be the stupidest person in the room. But I'm happy to be the stupidest person in every room because it means I can learn the most. So I'm Nogla. That's how I'm always going to be. I'm happy to be stupid. I'm happy that people are better than me because I know I can rely on others, and I'm grateful for the people that I've relied on. Have been trustworthy and good and true to me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll wait.
And with all that being said, there's no more to be said, and as always, I hope you enjoy.
Okay. When he's talking about how grateful he is with his family, it just reminds me of honestly, my grandfather. He's always had my back, even though I had no dad. He literally played not just the grandparents, but my dad role. He went through 6 children, including my mom, plus an entire neighborhood. And then me and then my entire, all my friends' entire neighborhood. Damn, I honestly would not be the man I am now without him. Yeah, it's just, it's like I know this seems stupid, but watching this reminds me a lot about my family where I'm at now, because he was at where I was at now, and he also has a very supportive family, just like me. Helps absolutely with everything, and I truly do enjoy that. And he's just, you start to realize how similar these people are, and how you can truly get emotional watching a video like this, because it lets you reflect and puts it into perspective. It's like, despite you're the person on the outside looking in, they were also the one looking from the outside as well, but just within a different time frame. It's just beautiful. Yeah, but that's just short video. Nothing much. I'm probably not gonna edit it. I might, if I can get a fucking program to work. I'm trying to find a program that would not fuck up the audio and does not leave a annoying ass watermark. Because right now, I do not have the money to buy any program just yet. I'm still doing a few odds and end jobs and doing school. So I want to make sure I at least graduate school, because this will be my last year. So that's kind of why I've not been online as of late, even though I really do want to really go in. But yeah, thank you, Nogla, for these 10 years. I truly, truly thank you. I'm pretty sure I could say this with confidence to represent everyone. Just thank you. We'll forever look up to you and follow you. Now some of us might not watch every single one of your videos when they come out, but we still do watch them. Sometimes we save it just to binge it. That's what I do sometimes because I think it's fun to binge stuff or even go back and watch old content. But yeah, thank you. You help me and so many people out indirectly. Thank you. Meteor Dragon signing off.